The airline industry is about to face a huge challenge, and that challenge could wipe out their existence. If that sounds interesting to you, imagine a future where your car will take care of everything, and you don't have to drive at all. Well, that's how newer technology will change everything moving forward, which is why you need to stick around until the end of the video to learn more about how automation might replace several jobs, and there are high chances that you could also be affected by it. An average driver loses about 148 hours a year in traffic. Imagine all the things you could do with that kind of time that you have. Most self-driving vehicles today are only partially autonomous, which means the vehicle can control steering, acceleration, and deceleration, but will still require human assistance. The highest level of automation vehicles will be Level 5, which requires no human attention at all. Level 5 autonomous vehicles will have no steering wheels, accelerator, or brake pedals, and this will be the future of transportation. Maybe we can completely get rid of all traffic signals and other road signs, because autonomous vehicles will have the ability to communicate with other vehicles on the road. Blockchain technology might be synonymous with cryptocurrencies because it is the reason why we have so many digital assets. Before Bitcoin, way back in 2009, digital currency was almost useless. This is because anything digital can be easily replicated, but not with blockchain technology. Blockchain technology might have had its early days as a technology that would be driving the future of currencies, but today it has more uses than ever before. The entire idea of blockchain technology comes from the concept of decentralization, all thanks to Satoshi Nakamoto, the mysterious founder of Bitcoin. Blockchain technology could also improve the efficiency of business. It could provide a better healthcare system, especially in developing countries. The reason why people are even considering EV today is because of better cars, but mostly it is because of the huge supercharger networks that Tesla has today. Electrification of transport is one of the significant milestones in the automotive industry, but what's hindering the growth of electric vehicles might not be the cost of the vehicle itself, but range anxiety. So fast-charging EV batteries, especially something that can go from 0 to 100% in about 15 minutes or less, would accelerate the world's transition to sustainable energy, just like how Tesla wanted it to be. Very recently, a technology company, ABB, launched their all-in-one electric vehicle charger called the Terra 360. This new charger has a maximum output of about 360 kilowatts and is fully capable of charging any electric vehicle in less than 15 minutes. The main problem right now with this technology is that it will affect the battery's capacity and could drastically reduce the lifetime of the batteries. This happens because the battery technology is just not there yet, but batteries will be getting better soon as EV manufacturers switch over to other forms of batteries. The internet might be by far the most powerful democratizing force we have ever witnessed because it is the internet that connects the world and allows us to have instantaneous communication and data transfer. But not everybody is fortunate enough to have the access to internet connection, which is why satellite internet makes a lot of sense. The next evolution of the internet is going to be satellite internet because companies like Amazon and SpaceX are tirelessly working on getting their satellites up into space to provide satellite internet for everybody. SpaceX already has their Starlink satellite constellation in low Earth orbit and will completely revolutionize the way we use the internet. With all the gadgets that we own today, we are already embracing a cyborg future. We can put this future to good use, especially when it comes to solving one of the most pressing medical issues of our time, blindness. The reason we have bionic eyes today is a result of several important advances in science and technology. Bionic eyes would be restoring hope to so many people who are unable to see or have partial vision loss due to an injury, illness, or just genetics. It would restore vision to more than 40 million people suffering from blindness worldwide, and another 135 million people affected by low vision, according to the World Health Organization. Companies like Neuralink, headed by Elon Musk, are already working on human brain-machine interfaces, which means that a future with human-made body parts in our body might not be far away. When it comes to robotics, the first name that should come to your mind is Boston Dynamics. And for good reason, because they have a variety of prototypes, even though you cannot buy them for your personal use yet. Humans have been dealing with so many boring and repetitive tasks over the years, and automation could be a possible solution for that. We already have robots taking over so many factories around the world, which means people who tend to do repetitive tasks will lose their jobs to these machines. We, humans, designed our entire world to be compatible with other physical makeup, and that's exactly where humanoid robots make a lot of sense. Tesla is already working on their new humanoid robot, the Tesla Bot. Musk stated that this robot's primary purpose is to help humans with boring and repetitive tasks, so a future where human labor would be just a personal choice is not far away. We already have covered blockchain technology earlier in this video. When you look at the current situation of cryptocurrencies, government regulations are hindering the growth of cryptocurrencies because most of the cryptocurrencies out there are completely decentralized. We know that moving forward, digital is the future. But what if you have digital currencies from centralized banks? Well, that's exactly what central bank digital currencies, or CBDCs, are. A central bank's digital currency is a digital form of a country's fiat currency. This is not something to be confused with cryptocurrencies because they are completely different. Maybe cryptocurrencies might not be the future of digital currency, but central bank digital currencies make a lot of sense, considering the fact that they are centralized, keeping volatility in check. So whether you decide to put your money into them or keep it into cryptocurrencies, it's always good to know you have the option of central bank digital currency. All the major companies already have a digital personality of you with them, and that's how they show your personalized ads. The next evolution of this could be bringing the dead back to life using artificial intelligence. Today, software companies can recreate your voice with just voice samples. They could also recreate your facial features using photographs that you post on social media. Let's say if humanoid robots are going to be a thing, both of these data sources can be combined to make a physical version of yourself, but a lifeless one. One that will resemble you but without a soul. While this technology may seem sort of far-fetched, we may not be too far off from seeing it in the future. The digital economy is skyrocketing with cryptocurrencies, decentralized finance, and NFTs. Yes, we still have a lot to learn about cryptocurrencies, blockchain technology, and NFTs, but it looks like we're completely switching to the digital world because even companies like Facebook rebranded themselves to Meta. Metaverse, for those of you who don't know, it's a virtual world that works around the clock, just like the real world, but everything in here is virtual with economics that are fueled by creators and infrastructure providers. We already have games like Minecraft and Roblox that give us a metaverse-like experience, so a virtual world is inevitable at this point. Today, airplanes are one of the fastest means of transportation, but it looks like this title might now go to suborbital space flights because we have companies like SpaceX, Blue Origin, and Virgin Galactic constantly working on trying to regularize space travel. What an exciting time to be alive! However, SpaceX has a more ambitious plan, which is to colonize Mars, but the other two companies are working on space tourism, especially suborbital space flights. Right now, space travel is not cheap by any measure, but once these companies reach economics of scale, it might cost you as much as an airline ticket or less than what it would cost to buy an airline ticket today. With suborbital space flights, your travel time will be cut short by a huge margin, and transportation is going to be much faster than ever before. This might be a sweet threat to the airline industry because chances are high that it might be completely wiped out, especially with reusable rockets built by SpaceX. This is exactly what Elon Musk wants as well, which is why SpaceX is working on their Starship, a reusable rocket that facilitates suborbital space flights and will also be able to take humans to Mars. How cool is that? All these technologies prove us one thing, and that is that humans can use their intellect to overcome their limitations and solve complex problems, whether it be moving from one place to another faster, or by creating a virtual world that is similar to our own, yet completely different in the way it looks and how it feels. We don't know what the future has for us, but one thing we know for sure is that it's going to be exciting, and someday a reincarnated version of yourself might be watching this video to prove us right.